Welcome to St. Petersburg Together. I'm your host, Janis Ford, Neighborhood Coordinator for the City of St. Petersburg. Local neighborhood markets offer residents a chance to get fresh fruits and vegetables, custom-made crafts, and many healthy treats. One fresh new market is the Deuces Live Sunday afternoon market. Joining us today to tell us more is Rosie Bailey, Healthy Pinellas Coordinator for the Florida Department of Health, and Beatrice Farrell from the Deuces Live. Thank you, ladies, for joining us. And Beatrice, you're a returning guest here. Welcome back again.
Thank you so much, Janice.
What is the Sunday market on the Deuces?
Sunday Market on the Deuces is an opportunity for the community-wide and city-wide individuals to come and visit the Deuces on a Sunday afternoon and get fresh fruits and vegetables, listen to some music, eat some food from the food trucks that'll be there, and get some crafts, and just get used to returning to 22nd Street as a venue.
Okay. Now, how did this come about? Why create, what is the purpose of creating this Sunday market?
Well, one of the reasons is you hear a lot about food deserts, and I think Rosie will talk about that a little more. And it's an opportunity to bring fresh fruits and vegetables to expand what the markets already in the city are doing. Mm-hmm. So this is another location within the city on a different day and time to get access to fresh fruits and vegetables. Additionally, it gives us, the Deuces, an opportunity to assist emerging businesses in the community so that they have an opportunity to grow their businesses. So we look at it as a twofold process too.
Okay. Now, Rosie, why are farmer markets beneficial to the community?
Really, a farmer's market has so many benefits that it can give to a community, even a neighborhood. The primary reason, like Beatrice mentioned, was food access. It gives the community another point where they can access fresh fruits and vegetables and a variety of other foods. And really, it's food that's local food access. Right now, unfortunately, a lot of the food travels over 2,000 miles to get to us. But when you look at a farmer's market, the food that comes there and is sold there really is produced at a local level. And that's one of the biggest things that farmers markets do. They provide local access to local food and really help for those dollars to be spent locally and to circulate locally in the community. And another big selling point with the farmers markets is they do have an economic impact on the local businesses. Because farmers markets are a place for people to come, to gather, to spend time and some money, and they will, as a result, visit local businesses and spend their money at local businesses. So it can really improve the businesses that are near that farmer's market.
You know, I guess a lot of times people don't think about vegetables and fruits and where they come from. And, you know, the one thing that you just said about how far, you know, these vegetables and fruits may travel to get to a local market or, you know, a grocer. And, you know, that's really food for thought,
right.
so to speak.
It is.
Great pun.
It is,
yes,
definitely. And especially right now in an environment where everyone, the big word is sustainability.
Right.
They want to be sustainable, the green movement. Mm-hmm. And what a better way to support that movement than by reducing the miles that food travel to get to us. Mm-hmm. And also to build local businesses to really encourage small business startup and growth. Right. Markets are a great opportunity for someone who's looking to market a product, sell something, maybe even move towards a bricks and mortar. Right. And even for the bricks and mortar, it's a great way for them to promote the products and the services that they offer by having a local presence at the farmers market. So,
well, you know, I grew up I'm a farmer's daughter, and
very good.
you know, I understand the importance of selling, you know, your wares locally.
Yes.
But my father also shipped out a lot of his vegetables and fruits too to be sold, you know, countywide.
Right.
So it's very important that, you know, people understand exactly where your fruits and vegetables are coming from.
Right.
And if they are local, that's the more the better, you know, as far as supporting local farmers and what have you. Now, what is food dessert?
Oh,
I hear this term, and can you explain that?
well, the food deserts, unfortunately, they're not a positive thing for a
Right.
community to have. They are census tracts where the majority of the population is a low-income population and they have low food access. What that means from a city standpoint or from an urban environment is that the majority of the population will have to walk more than half a mile to get to a full-service grocery store. And if you can understand that in low-income populations or neighborhoods, they may have low vehicle access. They may not have a car.
Exactly.
And they may not have access to public transportation or
Exactly.
routes to get them to a grocery
This is
store.
one of the issues that, you know, a lot of the residents endured here in Midtown and not
Yes.
having a local grocery
Exactly.
store. So.
And unfortunately, the place that they turn to for food are the local convenience stores.
Exactly.
And a lot of times they don't have healthy food, perishable food like fruits and vegetables that the residents can access.
Right.
And so it's important that, you know, for the health of the community, food access is something that they can attain.
Now, and I guess this is one of the reasons for creating the Deuces Live afternoon market on Sundays, is to try and to also fill that void for some of the local residents, even though there is a local grocer now, but to have this access on Sunday afternoons is a real asset to the community to have this. Now, tell me a little bit about this cart program that the Deuces Live has started, and how can that interact with the market?
One of the things that we're doing during the Sunday market is we do have our carts available, and we've set them aside for entrepreneurs who haven't vended before. So it gives them an opportunity to see if this is really what they want to do before they have a huge outlay of capital. So once a month we'll have a different person on the cart, and it gives them an opportunity to sort of practice being a vendor. And if it's something that they want to do, if you think of it as a cycle, you're on the cart, and then you graduate to a vending table, and then you graduate to a bricks and mortar store. But we're again, one of the things that the Deuces is concentrated on is growing local businesses, and that's, if you think of it as a food cycle, that's what we're thinking of as a business cycle. And oftentimes it's about access and opportunity. So we're trying to give people an opportunity to see if this is what they want to do and give them the steps to graduate to a brick and mortar store.
Okay. In addition to the fruits and vegetables, what else will this market have?
Well, we're going to, it's the Deuces, so you know we're going to have music.
Yes. Yeah, I heard that rumor about there was going to be a stage. Tell me a little bit more about that.
That's one of the things we're going to concentrate on. We look at this as sort of an afternoon community gathering, and when we say community, we mean citywide. Just to come out and hear about 22nd Street and hear some of the music that 22nd Street was famous for. So in addition to music, well, hopefully people will be boogieing in the streets. We'll also have craft vendors. We have some vegan vendors. There are people who there'll be some food trucks for people who can't wait to get home to eat their food.
That's very, very exciting to have the food trucks on the Deuces.
Yes, food trucks on the Deuces, and other entrepreneurs. The focus is on the entrepreneurs, so the information vendors there won't be a lot of them. We'll probably, I think, have just one vendor a Sunday. But the focus is on the entrepreneurs, but we always want to make sure that people know about information that's available in the community also.
Okay. Now, you know, when you talked about the stage, and so there's going to be entertainment on at these Sunday afternoon markets. And I know that the Deuces is famous for a lot of genres of music.
Yes.
And so will one be showcased every Sunday?
I think it'll be a mix, but that's a good idea to showcase a different one every Sunday. That's a marketing idea we'll take back and talk about. But I mean, there's some music months, and the market it shares an alley with the Dr. Carter G. Woodson Museum, and so on some days that they will have events going on simultaneously as the market. So it'll be an opportunity for individuals that are coming to the market to see what else is going on. There are also stores that will be, some of the retail businesses will also be open on 22nd Street. Again, the goal is to get, to help remind the city of the historic commercial district, which is 22nd Street. And so we can do that by making sure that there are things for people to come by and visit and see.
Okay, now let's talk about that location again. Where will this market be located?
It's at 909, it's in the back of 909 22nd Street. That's behind the Mr. and Mrs. Brayboy have a complex right there on the corner. They've renovated what used to be the old Sidney Harding building. So it's in that alleyway, in the parking lot behind that. And there's parking all around the market, so there's plenty of parking for people to come down. We don't want people to say they can't. There's no parking. Yep, we have parking everywhere.
Okay, so just to be clear, there is a light there on 22nd and 9th Avenue, so it's behind the buildings on the west side of 22nd Street.
Yes, I'm seeing the compass in my head. Yes. Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, so on the southeast side is the west side.
Right, but there'll be signage out.
Okay.
And we'll have volunteers with T-shirts saying this way to the market. So there'll be no one will be able to drive by and miss it.
Okay.
But they'll hear or you can just go to where you hear the music playing.
Oh, okay. That's a good sign there. Just follow the music.
Yes.
Okay. How can the community help this be a success?
The best way for the community to help this be a success is come out and support us. And it's when we say us, we mean the vendors. Again, our focus is on redevelopment and of emerging and existing businesses. So this is one way where we can help. We can ask the community to come and support the vendors and the businesses that are already on 22nd Street.
How often will the market be going on?
Our goal is to have the market every Sunday. And if that changes, we'll come on and give you the new schedule, get a show just for that.
Okay.
But whatever day that someone is watching this, and come Sunday, from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. to 22nd Street.
Okay. Now, how can one, if someone's watching the show and they're a vendor and they want to maybe vend on this Sunday, how would they contact you?
The Deuces Live phone number is 727-433-8237. If you have a phone that has letters on it, punch in 727, the number 4, and then spell out Deuces on your phone. Okay. So it's 727-433-8237.
And what about a website? Is there a website that they can visit and maybe pull down an application?
If they send me an email, our web site is www.deuceslive.org. And there's also, I know I visited the website for healthy food. So do you want to give?
Yeah. And from the health department standpoint, we support a website called www.findthefundnow.com. And really, it goes along with a lot of the stuff that we're doing to promote healthy living. And that website allows people to find active things for them to do in the county, and also helps them to locate all of the farmers markets and produce stands in the county. So the Deuces Live market will also be posted on that website.
So the health department, and I guess it's maybe self-explanatory as to why the health department is supporting markets, and especially the Sunday market. I know that you've been instrumental in trying to help get this going for the Deuces Live, and how have your involvement been, and why is this so important to, for the health department to be out there supporting markets like this?
And let me give you a little background to how we came aboard with the Deuces Market. The health department, the Florida Department of Health in Pinellas County, put together a community health improvement plan. And it put that plan together with feedback from the community, employers, local businesses, local partners, the schools, really everyone who has an interest in Pinellas County, to come up with certain issues that they wanted addressed from a health perspective. Obesity was one of the biggest issues that came up, and so we put a plan together to address the obesity issues, which included objectives that dealt with increasing the access of safe physical activity and also increasing the access of nutritious food. Increasing the access and awareness was important, and so we're working with partners and really the community to see where are there points that we can provide technical assistance when it comes to increasing access to fruits and vegetables through farmers markets, through produce stands, through mobile markets as well. So we're providing technical assistance to those people who are really looking to start some of these initiatives in Pinellas County. Food access is key to good health, and so supporting these opportunities and promoting them. So not only that they're there, but that people know that they're there is important for us. And the website allows that, as well as other promotions.
And that website again is?
Findthefundnow.com.
Okay.
Is the website.
I noticed one of the things that's happening in a lot of the neighborhood centers now is that they're cooking classes to geared toward healthy cooking, trying to get people out of the habit of using a lot of, oils and grease and
Yes.
lard and things like this in preparing meals. So I think that this is something that is fantastic that's happening in a lot of the neighborhood centers, especially with young and old, but mostly a lot of the elderly folks who are used to cooking in a certain way and showing them a healthier way of preparing foods.
Yes, and that's one of the important aspects as well, not just accessing fruits and vegetables, but then knowing what to do with them.
Exactly.
And the health department is piloting cooking classes at some of the different locations, different health departments, to teach people those skills of what to do with ingredients that they may not have used in the past, with cooking methods that are healthier cooking methods that really impact their health.
For individuals that utilize EBT, are they able to use their benefits at farmer markets?
And EBT is the food stamp program, and what happened is EBT is electronic benefit transfer. In the past, food stamps were actually a paper-based coupon that an individual took and redeemed
Like a
at
book.
a booklet, and they redeemed it at a grocery store, a farmer's market, a produce stand. When that system went electronic, it almost eliminated farmers markets from being able to accept that program, because the farmers market required electricity and a dedicated phone line. A lot of times the farmers markets are in parking lots, parks, different locations that they don't have access to that. So getting farmers markets, a system in place for them to accept EBT at the farmers market has been one of the biggest things we've been working on as well. We helped implement at the Saturday morning market a system where EBT recipients can shop at the market. And it's a system that requires a script, a wooden token that the recipient uses at different vendors' booths. As a result of implementing EBT at that market, they were able to get additional funding to double the purchasing power of the recipient. So an EBT recipient goes to the market to spend $10 of their benefits, they're able to spend $20 with those double dollar incentives. And so there are programs out there, and we're going to be working with the Deuces market to ensure that they get a program, a system to accept EBT, and also potentially start offering some of those incentives to double the purchasing power of a recipient.
And I was just going to ask Beatrice, would that be something that's going to be available at the Deuces
Yes.
live market?
Yes, that will be available at the Deuces Live Market, and we'll put the signs up as soon as it's available. So it's coming.
Okay. Do you have any idea as to how long it will take for it to actually be in place?
Probably within 30 days of when we start.
Okay.
So we should have it by then.
Okay.
The system will be set up.
Well, that sounds great.
Yes.
I know a lot of people will be encouraged to come out and to take advantage of that, because you say if you spend $10, you get $20 worth of vegetables and fruits. So
Exactly.
that's a great deal. It's wonderful, and it'd be great that they are going to be able to utilize that at the Sunday market. So that's great. Now, Beatrice, can tell us some of your partners in this endeavor.
Our partners include the businesses on 22nd Street, the City of St. Petersburg, the Pinellas County Health Department, and various departments within the city. TASCO, which is assisting with the Recreation Department. We want to thank the Sanitation Department for their support, the Fire Department, the Police Department. So we've been very, very pleased and appreciative of the support that we've received from the city. So,
And I think Nikki Gaskins Capehart has the Director of Urban Affairs for the City of St. Petersburg.
Yes.
Has been very instrumental in taking the lead on helping to create and work very closely with folks from the Deuces Live to bring this market.
yes, I would be remiss if I didn't say thank you to the administration and Nikki in particular, and to the marketing department for all their support in assisting in getting this done. This has been a community effort, and we appreciate all the support that we've had.
Well, they say it takes a village, and not only to raise a child.
It takes a village to start a market.
Exactly. Tell us a little bit about, we want to go over the contact information again, whether or not there is a flyer and where one can be obtained, and if there are brochures or anything like that that's going to be available.
Marketing information is on, you can find it in the local businesses on 22nd Street and some of the local businesses on 22nd Street. Again, our website is www.deuceslive.org, or you can reach us by phone. That's 727-433-8237. And if you have your flip phone, it has numbers, and let us know. 727, the number 4, and then spell out Deuces.
Okay. And Rosie, how can folks get in touch or find out more about these market locations with the
I mentioned the findthefundnow.com website if they'd like to find a market or even a produce stand within their area. If they would like to find out more services that the health department offers, they can go to our website at pinellashealth.com. If they'd like to get in contact with me about these types of technical assistance that we could provide for healthy options, and also to join a coalition that we have put together, the Healthy Pinellas Alliance, that is working on obesity issues, they can contact me at 727-588-4040, extension 3170.
Now, Beatrice, let's talk a little bit more about the vendors who are going to be there. Give us some idea of what kind of vendors, if you could mention their names, the food trucks, what kind of fare are they going to be offering? I know that there are different, like Italian or...
There's Mediterranean, a Mediterranean food truck. There's a Caribbean food truck. There's a Latin food truck. I think we're going to have barbecue there. We're going to have fresh baked baked goods, both healthy, vegan bakeries. We're going to have
healthy, vegan, and not so healthy.
I'm I'm just saying the vegan vegetables, and for those of us who still like white flour, there will be food there for us too. But it's really an eclectic group of vendors, and so that's why we're so excited that it's a diverse group of people that'll be there, which is reflective of us as a city.
Okay, and there will the businesses that are on 22nd Street will also be open. Some of them.
Yeah, some of the business will be open, and I mean there'll be access to people who want ribs and seafood, so we'll have those available.
Okay.
So.
And of course,
there'll be some art vendors
back there
yes.
shaking his head.
There'll be some art vendors too.
Okay.
Some people will be supporting their vending their art. So there's some new businesses opening on 22nd Street, and they'll be vending also. So. Well, that's another good marketing idea to list our vendors. So
That's
just
very
keeping me busy.
Yeah, to please. And the location again. Let's get that before we.
It's in the parking lot of 909 22nd Street South, which is the southwest corner of 9th Avenue and 22nd Street South, on what is affectionately known as the Deuces.
Okay, and we hope to see you all there. Come out and support the market on the Deuces. And thanks again for joining us on St. Petersburg Together. Here's a look at when and where you can find the Deuces Live Market. I'm Janis Ford. Please join us again next time. Thank you, ladies, again for joining us.